life. Paradox of heaven and hell. It's enough though. Everybody grows up with some memories, a few of the bad and a few of the happy things. I look back in my head, my subconsciousness recollects my real dad bucking out. Moving to my grandparents' mom's eyes tearing out. Night cares every dawn, family relations ever strong. Climbing trees happily in Deerfield, getting beaten in my mind's peripherals. The cigarette smoke that mom inhaled while drinking with krones, never understood the world. When you're only four negatives constantly hurled, what's these voices in my head? If I was older, I'd probably kill myself, happy to be dead. And then a guardian angel came down and said, go back to Deerfield and live there and rest your head. And so I did, happy to breathe alive instead. 6 through 11 was so simple, with this Jewish community as a safe temple. Nothing to harm my mental, but still I walked with the devil. Went from abuse to a happy kid. I was only around 50 pounds big. I grew up in my subconsciousness, blew up, forgot most of the abuse to sip on hate and not give two fucks. This is the part where I slowly ran my luck up and my life turned back to being amuck. Life in life's terms, what I'm told. Doesn't matter if you only live to be 18 old. One day we all die anyway. I just want somebody to be proud of me. I lived in hell so I could remake my own. The last thing I'll remember is this last song I ever sung. Don't want to remember making number one, so we'll end this story with one bullet, one gun. So this is the part when my life turned to disaster. I was brought up in this place to live happily ever after. But when I was 12, I took a liking to getting plastered. A little weed is all I ever did though. Then again, when I grew up, I loved December snow. Reality was no longer real. Life's a fucking joke. I'm missing something and it hurts, so I just want to choke. I'll do it all, give me a needle, I'll shoot up the dope. If I want spirituality, I'll pop 5 LSD gel tabs gladfully. If first life's bad, then it's good. Then paradoxically, I'll end up in my shit with handcuffs and no remembrance. It all starts with one single drug. It ends with a young adult you probably call a stupid thug. 2 DUIs, I can't even remember one. Do I go on or do I simply just give up in this chase to run? Is life hell or did I make it some by making 2 with 1 and 1 finishing with the product of none? My grandparents took me in and they gave me what I want. They want to see me live. I can't take this disappointment, so I'll just choose to pick my poison. If I can't stop this trend, I'll continue to destroy them. Live in life's terms is what I'm told. It doesn't matter if you live to only be 18 old. One day we'll all die anyway. I just want somebody to be proud of me. I lived in hell so I could remake my own one. The last thing I'll ever remember is this last song I ever sung. Don't want to be remembered making number runs, so I'll end the story with one bullet, one gun. So here's the end of my story. I grew up so fast in a hurry. Life was a constant storm, bringing so many flurries. I wrecked my life, so many others too, and that's not I can't live with this shit, so I went to AA groups at 10 o'clock every night. Everyone was so happy and everyone seemed content. I wanted that, so I continued going back and back again. Yet nothing changed. Eventually I went back. I conformed to the common term known as relapse. I want to be remembered as a good loving kid, so eventually I found a job which I considered big. I never had one before, so it made loved ones proud. I got sober a couple months, something around. I knew that life would never end up being a happy ending. So if I died sober with a job which was to me so condescending, I died a lie to me, at least because inside that 12-year-old only wanted to get high. That 4-year-old just wondered why mom relied on alcohol and beating me physically blind. I wrote one last note and then just said goodbye. So when you see me on the news, you just realize why. It's because I wanted to see my grandma with some pride. Does that make sense? At least to I. So I'll leave this song with you thinking as I happily say goodbye.